out. Here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Maxwell. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 6 catches, 56 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. They were looking for Johnson that time. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup. What a flip of the script. From foot down, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Rodgers. Jones has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Maxwell. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. It's complete to Watt. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. To throw on second down, Maxwell. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. Now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Rodgers now over 200 yards already. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Maxwell. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he loses the football a 2nd time. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Maxwell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Short little throw to Ebron. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Maxwell. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Looking to throw. Maxwell to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Down to lose one. Check it back.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
Come on, now. Let's go.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th. Here's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. So a very tight first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Now Rodgers. caught by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15.
Here we go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal. He would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cotter. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. To back good plays, have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full... ...3 yards on first down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays Went in the wrong direction. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throw left side complete. It's Wells. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Maxwell. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Maxwell. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas to add the extra point. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense make it stand. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, 59. All day, baby, all day.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Samuels. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Back to throw. Maxwell. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Looking to throw. Maxwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2nd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,